Many HSE departments are still trapped in a frustrating cycle of spreadsheets, paper forms, disconnected folders, email approvals, and delayed reporting processes. For example, an incident happens on site, someone fills out a paper form, photos are stored in a supervisor's phone, corrective actions are tracked in Excel, audit evidence is buried in emails. Weeks later, management asks for a safety performance report. And guess what? The HSE team scrambles to compile data from multiple sources. Now, this is an operational chaos. This operational chaos is more common than many organizations realize. As organizations grow, traditional HSE management methods become increasingly difficult to sustain. Safety teams are expected to improve compliance, reduce incidents, close actions faster, maintain ISO standards, and provide real-time visibility into operational risk, all while dealing with manual administrative processes.
Yakubu, manage!
Yes, sir.
You will feel it like you want to die, but you will not die, exactly.
Yes, sir.
This is why HSE digital transformation is becoming a major priority across industries. Organizations are now looking beyond standalone Excel sheets, paper-based systems, towards integrated digital platform that centralizes information, automates workflows, and improves collaboration across departments. One of the most powerful yet often underutilized platforms for this transformation is Microsoft SharePoint. While many people associate SharePoint mainly with document storage, its capabilities go far beyond file management. SharePoint provides a digital foundation organizations can use to build modern HSE management systems for incident reporting, audit management, inspections, corrective action tracking, risk assessment, training management, ISO document control, environmental compliance, and real-time HSE dashboards. When integrated with tools like Microsoft Power BI, Microsoft Power App, Microsoft Teams, and Microsoft Power Automate, SharePoint becomes far more than a collaborative tool. It becomes the backbone of a connected HSE digital ecosystem. In this video, we will explore how SharePoint supports HSE digital transformation, why organizations are increasingly adopting it for safety management, and how HSE professionals can leverage it to improve compliance, efficiency, reporting, and operational decision making. So the big question is, what is SharePoint? SharePoint is a web-based collaboration and document management platform developed by Microsoft. It enables organizations to store and manage documents, share information securely, build internal portals, automate business workflows, collaborate across departments, manage records and approval, and integrate with Microsoft 365 tools. SharePoint is commonly used as a backbone of digital workplaces because it centralizes information and makes collaboration easier across teams and locations. For HSE team, this means incident reports, audits, inspections, risk assessments, training records, permits, corrective actions, and policies can all be managed in one centralized system. So what is HSE digital transformation all about? HSE digital transformation refers to the use of digital technologies to improve health and safety management processes. So instead of relying on paper forms, manual reporting, email chains, static spreadsheets, and isolated databases, organizations adopt digital systems that improve real-time visibility, workflow automation, data accuracy, plans tracking, and collaboration. The goal is not to simply replace paper with electronic forms. The true digital transformation redesigns HSE workflows to improve operational efficiency, risk management, accountability, and decision making. As regulatory expectations increase and operational environment become more complex, organizations need systems that can scale with their HSE demands. This is where SharePoint becomes highly valuable. So why does HSE digital transformation matter? Organizations that fail to digitize their HSE process often struggle with lost records, delayed incident investigation, poor visibility into safety performance, inefficient audits, slow approvals, inconsistent reporting, weak document control, and compliance risk. Modern HSE management requires speed, visibility, collaboration, and accountability. So these are some of the benefits of digital transformation. Improve compliance. Digital systems helps organizations to comply with standards such as the ISO 45001, 14000, and 9001 by maintaining proper records, document control, training logs, audit trails, and corrective actions. Number 2 is reduce administrative burden. Automated workflows eliminate repetitive tasks and reduce time spent on paperwork. Number 3, improved decision making. Real-time dashboards and analytics allow managers to identify trends and act proactively. Number 4, enhance collaboration. Employees across departments, locations can access the same document instantly and increase operational efficiency. Digital processes reduce delays, and improve workflow consistency. So how does SharePoint support HSE digital transformation? SharePoint plays a critical role in enabling HSE digital transformation because it acts as a centralized platform for information management, collaboration, automation, and reporting. Rather than multiple disconnected systems, HSE team can use SharePoint as a unified digital web space for managing safety operations. So let's explore the major ways SharePoint supports HSE operations. Number one is centralized HSE document management. One of the biggest challenges of HSE management is document control. Organizations often manage policies, procedures, risk assessments, method statements, safety data sheets, audit report, training materials, and inspection checklists using scattered folders, emails, and local drives. Now, SharePoint centralizes all of these documents in a secured and cloud environment. So there's benefits such as version control, document approval workflow, permission-based access, easy search and retrieval, audit trail, reduced duplication, and this is very important for ISO compliance where control documents are essential. Number two is incident reporting and investigation. SharePoint can be used to digitize incident reporting workflows. Employees can submit incidents through SharePoint forms, Microsoft Power Apps application, mobile devices, and tablets. Once submitted, automated workflow can notify supervisors, assign investigators, trigger corrective actions, escalate high-risk incidents, and track closure status. So the advantages are enormous. You can talk about faster reporting, improved response time, better accountability, centralized investigation records, and trend analysis capabilities. So the fact is organizations can attach also photos, videos, witness statements, supporting evidence directly into the incident records. Number three is audit and inspection management. HSE audit and inspection generate large amount of records and corrective actions, and so SharePoint allows organizations to manage audit schedules, inspection forms, findings, non-conformities, corrective actions, and evidence attachments using automated workflows. Findings can be assigned to responsible persons with due dates and reminders. So the key benefit of this is better action tracking, reduce missed deadlines, improve accountability, easier audit preparation, and centralized evidence management. Number four is risk assessment management. Risk assessments are foundational to workplace safety. SharePoint helps organizations to store risk register, manage hazard identification, track control measures, review risk assessment periodically, and assign mitigation actions. So teams can collaborate on risk assessment in real time and improve consistency and accessibility. Number five is training and competence tracking. Training management is critical for compliance and workforce competence. Using SharePoint, organization can manage training metrics, competence records, certificate, expiry date, and refresher schedules. Automated notification can alert employees and managers before certificate expires. This helps organizations avoid compliance gaps. Number six, permit to work management. Now, SharePoint can support digital permit systems for activities such as hot work, confined space entry, work at height, electrical installation, and many others. Digital workflow improves approval process while maintaining traceability. So the benefits could be faster approvals, better records keeping, improved visibility, and reduced paperwork. Number seven, environmental management. Environmental teams can use SharePoint to manage environmental inspections, waste tracking, emission records, environmental incidents, sustainability report, and compliance obligation. This supports ISO 14001 environmental management requirements. Number eight, corrective and preventive action tracking. Corrective action management is often difficult when managed manually. SharePoint helps organizations track action owners, due dates, evidence of closure, escalations, and verification processes. Automated reminders improve accountability and closure rates. Now let's look at how SharePoint integrates with Microsoft 365 ecosystem. One of the greatest strengths of SharePoint is its integration with other Microsoft tools. This creates a connected digital ecosystem where HS data flows seamlessly across systems instead of remaining isolated in spreadsheets and emails. So let's look at SharePoint and Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams integrates seamlessly with SharePoint. Files stored in Teams channel are actually stored in SharePoint behind the scene. This allows HSE teams to collaborate in real time, share documents, conduct virtual meetings, manage projects, access records centrally. A major advantage is that Excel files stored in SharePoint can be opened directly in Teams or desktop Excel applications. When updates are made, changes synchronize automatically across SharePoint, Teams, and desktop applications. This improves collaboration and ensures users always work with the latest versions. Now let's look at SharePoint and Power BI. Microsoft Power BI transforms HS data into interactive dashboard and analytics. Organizations can connect SharePoint lists and libraries directly to Power BI to visualize incident trend, audit performance, training compliance, action closure rates, risk exposure, and environmental KPIs. This supports proactive decision making and executive reporting. Now let's look at SharePoint and Power Apps. Power Apps enables organizations to build custom applications without extensive coding. Example includes incident reporting apps, inspection apps, observation reporting systems, permit to work systems, audit management tools. Power Apps connect directly to SharePoint list as back-end database. This creates cost-effective digital solutions for HSE team. Now let's look at SharePoint and Power Automate. Power automates repetitive work processes. Example, incident notification, approval workflows, escalation reminders, training expiry alerts, corrective action reminders. Automation reduces manual work and improves consistency. So let's look at the benefit of using SharePoint for HSE management. It is obvious, looking at cost-effective digital transformation. Organizations already using Microsoft 365 often already have SharePoint license. This reduces the need for expensive standalone HSE software. Again, we can talk about scalability. SharePoint can support small businesses, medium enterprise and global organizations, so system can grow gradually as company needs evolve. Accessibility. SharePoint is cloud-based and accessible from computers, tablets, mobile phones, and this supports field operations and remote work. Improve collaboration. Department can work together more efficiently using SharePoint information and workflows. Number 5, better data security. Now, SharePoint provides role-based permission, access control, audit logs, data backup, and Microsoft security infrastructure. Number 6 is strong document control. Document versioning and approval workflow help maintain compliance with ISO requirements. So let's look at a common HS solution built with SharePoint. Organizations can build incident management systems, audit management systems, risk register, PP issuance systems, training management systems, contractor management systems, environmental compliance systems, action tracking systems, and even safety observation systems. So the best practice for SharePoint in HS implementation is that we need to start with clear objectives, define what problems you want to solve, example, reduce paperwork, improve reporting, track corrective actions, improve compliance visibility. Again, you need to standardize the data structure, use consistent naming conventions, forms, and workflows. Again, keep user experience simple. Complex systems reduce user adoption, focus on usability and simplicity, automate gradually, start small, improve over time, and train users properly. Successful digital transformation depends heavily on user adoption. So provide training sessions, user guides, and support resources. And again, use dashboard for visibility. So executives and managers need visual insight. Power BI dashboard improves engagement and decision making. So the common challenges in SharePoint HS projects could be poor user adoption. Employees may resist change if systems are too complicated. Over customization if you want to go too detailed. Weak governance. Without governance, systems become disorganized. And then we can also talk about lack of executive support. So digital transformation require leadership commitment. So the future of SharePoint and HS digital transformation is that, the future of HS management is increasingly becoming digital, intelligent, and connected. So emerging technologies includes artificial intelligence, predictive analysis, mobile first inspection, automated compliance monitoring, AI-powered co-pilots. So organizations adopt digital systems early will gain advantage in compliance, operational efficiency, risk reduction, employee engagement, and sustainability. So here are my final thoughts. SharePoint has become powerful enabler in HSE digital transformation by centralizing information, automating workflows, improving collaboration, and integrating with tools like Microsoft Power BI, Microsoft Power Apps, and Microsoft Teams. Now, SharePoint helps organizations modernize their HSE operations effectively. For safety professionals and organizations pursuing operational excellence, digital transformation is no longer an option, it's becoming essential. Whether you are managing incidents, inspections, audits, risk assessment, corrective actions, or training records, SharePoint provides a flexible and scalable foundation for building smarter HSE systems. Organizations that embrace digital transformation today will be better positioned to create safer workplaces, improve compliance, and make data-driven decisions. So this is really how exciting SharePoint is. I believe you find this video very insightful. I'm going to see you guys in another video. Bye for now. Cheers.